Even though Governor Mike DeWine never officially closed churches, many have shut their doors, but many have also since reopened since the pandemic began. This weekend, the Catholic Diocese of Cleveland resumed services. This is a live look of St. John Cathedral in downtown Cleveland. This past Monday, churches resumed their first weekday masses. And as many places of worship start reopening their doors, in-person services, there are some faith leaders in the Black community who say, no way. Danielle Wiggins explains why these leaders are convinced it's best for their congregation to hold off.
The doors of this Cleveland East Side church are closed to in-person gatherings. About 6 miles away, the same is true for this mosque. The leaders of these two houses of worship may not share a common religion, but they do share a belief about COVID-19.
There's predominantly African Americans that are being affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. So I can't take a risk at it, period.
I don't know what I would do if one of the members of our congregation contracted COVID-19 in a service and then, subsequently passed away. That would literally break my heart.
Both Pastor David Hughes of Fellowship Missionary Baptist Church and Imam Abbas Ahmad of the First Cleveland Mosque have predominantly Black congregations with older members at risk for complications with COVID-19.
We have to survive, we have to eat, we have to do all of those things, but we have to be very careful in terms of how we can expose people and how people can expose us.
COVID-19 statistics from the Ohio Department of Health show the disease disproportionately impacts Blacks. The community only makes up 14% of the population, but account for 25% of Ohio's COVID cases, 31% of hospitalizations, and 17% of deaths.
What that means is that it's literally wiping our congregations and our nationality out.
Pastor J.K. Rodgers, who leads a Christian congregation in Akron and connects consistently with his over 46,000 YouTube subscribers, says all races should take the virus seriously.
But just as quick as it can be passed to our African American community, it can be passed to yours.
Good morning. How are you doing? I'd like to extend my greetings to all by saying Assalamu alaikum.
So for now, these faith leaders plan to continue to serve the spiritual needs of their members through online services and staying connected using technology.
We have to do the right thing. We have to do things that's going to make sense to us, to make sure that most people are safe and that we can continue to ride through this until it becomes a better day.
And out of the 3 faith leaders that I spoke to for this story, only one of them had a member who was diagnosed with COVID-19. And Dave, thankfully, that person did recover.
Yeah, absolutely. We do look for the better day. And Danielle, obviously a much different change for you as this has been going on. You've been doing great work out in the community, but the first time we've seen you live in a while, so it's so good to see you.
Yeah, it's so good to see all of you and be back with the team. I love you guys, so I'm going to just be doing this every few days or so. So I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, we are as well. Great to see you.